My name is John Duckworth. To some, John D. To others, Johnny D. To even less, Jonathan the Thunderstrike D. This is my life. One July day, back when the good cartoons were on TV, I was born. It wasn't just me born though, there were two of me. Well, my twin brother, Chris. I've heard numerous stories that I didn't cry too much that day. Weird that I seem to cry every other day of my life. Just kidding, or am I? Growing up outside of Chicago was perfect. On our first birthday, I tried to steal my brother's cupcake. We have it on video. My parents helped us learn to read and write at an early age, and I'm really thankful for that. We knew shapes, numbers, we were reading the Bible, etc. At one point, my mom was talking to her friend about my Spanish name, Juan. I then turned around and said, "I'm not Juan, I'm two." I guess I just liked being right. Those days had their ups and downs. One time I was at a park and fell off a ledge, splitting my head open on a wooden log on the ground. I had to get stitches, but I felt cool afterwards. Around this time, we found out that my twin brother had cancer in his left arm, osteosarcoma. It was pretty hard on our family then. I remember lots of hospital trips. Chris wasn't able to attend kindergarten when I started, but he pushed through every day, and I'm really proud of him for that. I made my first friend at kindergarten too, Gino. He gave me a Valentine with the white Power Ranger on it. Gino was cool. My mom recalls asking how my first day of school was, and I just smiled and said, "I made a friend." She likes that story. Unfortunately, Gino and I's friendship was short-lived, as when I turned 6, we moved from outside of Chicago to Colorado Springs. It was time for a change. The elementary school years were some of the best of my life. We met our first Colorado friend, Steven, at a garage sale 2 houses down from ours. All of us loved Power Rangers and video games, so we spent our time watching Power Rangers and playing video games. I was the worst loser. I would cry whenever I didn't win something or I didn't get an A+ in a class. It was rough. I spent an entire class period with my head under my shirt because I was crying that I didn't win a trivia game. In 1st and 2nd grade, I had my first crush. I won't say much, but her name was Megan, and I would sometimes imagine us getting married, but instead of kissing, we would high-five, because kissing was gross. When I was 8, my mom learned that she had breast cancer. Cancer has always been a thing in my family, I guess. It was hard to see her go through all that. My mom is one of the most outgoing, positive people I know though, and she fought through it. She's a hero of mine. Cancer sucks. Looking back at middle school, I honestly have no clue how I had friends. I literally had a bowl cut, rolling backpack, fanny pack, and I wore sweatshirts and sweatpants every day, sometimes all one color. I just didn't really care what people thought. I was happy. I bought my first CD, the Digimon movie soundtrack. It had that song All Star by Smash Mouth on it, and I would listen to that over and over for hours. It was my first real taste of music. I was still really into Pokemon and video games, but I managed to meet one of the friends who would stick with me in 8th grade. His name was Nolan. We both played sports and he was so cool to me. He introduced me to rap music and made me realize I should probably care somewhat about my appearance. Girls liked him, and he didn't wear the same thing to school for an entire week. High school wasn't as fun for me. After not caring about anything and breezing through middle school, I started becoming self-conscious. I started getting acne. I was playing on a basketball team full of kids who were honestly way cooler and more popular than I was. It got to me. I managed to get together with a group of friends who loved playing Halo 2 for Xbox. We were the Legitters. Halo didn't help me all that much with the social life though. My friends would all go out to lunch with each other, and I would be stuck most days just sitting in my car by myself because I didn't want to be seen not eating with other people. There was also this girl. From sophomore year to the end of junior year, I had a crush on this amazingly pretty and nice girl. We were pretty good friends, but I held everything back for 2 years. I finally told her on MySpace what I felt, but she said she didn't feel the same, and that we could still be friends. During senior year, she actually didn't talk to me at all, so that was pretty cool. However, 2nd semester senior year, everything changed. I decided to do the school musical and got the 2nd lead role. I guess that was the first sign that I could maybe sing. I met my first girlfriend there too. Her name was Mallory, and we went to prom, and I shared a lot of amazing experiences with her that I wouldn't trade for anything. Dating her seemed like the first time that anyone in my school really even talked about me. It felt nice to be noticed after years of just existing. Around this time, I also started making YouTube videos with Nolan. Making videos with my friends made me feel like I actually had them. Mallory and I went to different colleges, which was hard. I had also met a few friends who I know will be a part of my life forever. The crew. Epic, Tyler Ward, Julia Shear, and Alex G, among others. I started off just doing music video work for Epic and Tyler. Then we just became really good friends, and I was driving down to Tyler's pretty much every weekend. I met Alex in aerobics class at our college. Turned out that she knew Tyler too, and we drove to his place and filmed Tyler's firework video with Alex Goot. The day after, Alex G Music 7 was born, and everything was cool. Around this time, Noel told me that he had to stop being a part of our YouTube channel. I was incredibly sad. We had a lot of fun together. He lives in Ohio now, and I haven't talked to him in a long time. I hope that'll change someday. January 2012, we took a life-changing trip to LA where the crew realized, yeah, if we wanted to take this seriously, LA was the place to be. I also started making my own music around this time. My YouTube friends, Zach and Christian, invited me to be a part of a band, Backpack Party, and I began putting some song covers on YouTube too. I've met so many amazing people out here who love what I love and genuinely care for me. After going to Lollapalooza over the summer with Zach and Damon and I got the idea to move in together. I ended up just staying on my friend Nikki's couch for a month while we looked for places, and then Nikki just ended up moving in with us and our programmer friend Jared. Now I live with some of my best friends, and I just feel really blessed and excited for the future. I have no idea where it's going, but hopefully it can only go up.